I give her on that. Yeah, I agree with that. It's hard, man. Artesia, marriage. Listen, man, if I were to do this again, I probably would wait a long time because I didn't know myself. I can admit that now. I was very young, even though I was 27.
Yeah, I think we were 26 or 27 when
but
we got married.
At 26, 27, you still don't know who you are.
That's why I share with people like, don't do it. You know.
I tell them the same thing. If you're young, don't do it, man.
Yeah, if you're young, like don't. Because I met another person the other day, and Ian, it's somebody when we met them as younger people, we told them. We were laughing at the time, but we're like, don't get married.
Oh, man, they were young.
And now I can't even watch the show.
Did it in the apartment.
Every time the show come out, I'm like, oh,
on my knees. Will you marry me? Everybody loves Raymond. Is this Negro for real?
I ran away and I ran to the room crying and I called my friend and I told her. I called my friend like, I can't believe he did this. But
I want to know why, coming from someone who y'all have been married forever.
No, man, that shit ain't good, man.
So please help me understand.
Okay. Go
we
first,
have been
Natalie.
married. Okay,
guys, if it's crazy.
All right, go now.
Wait.
Get in there! Oh my God!
Hey guys, welcome to the Family Mess. I'm Noah, and have a nice day.
Good God!
I love the Family Mess.
Go ahead, baby.
Oh,
Welcome to the Family Mess Podcast. I'm your host, Ian, and this is my wife and co-host and other host, Natalie and Artesia. The Family Mess, the podcast about life with kids, teens, and all things adulting. Let's talk. We're back. How you guys doing?
Hello, y'all.
We have co-host Artesia.
Yes, she's been on a couple episodes
today. Yes,
she's my niece, aka host of her own new podcast that's coming out. Let's talk about it.
Yes, y'all stay tuned. It is coming this March, so stay tuned. Be looking for me on all podcast platforms as well as Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, all that good stuff.
Yes, let's talk about it.
You excited about this?
I am super excited. I'm so nervous, but I'm excited. I got a lot to talk about.
Yes, she does.
Oh man, what's been going on since we last talked? Good stuff for the most part.
Oh wait, Let's Talk About It is a podcast about being a single mom and life as a single mom.
Yes,
and raising a kid.
Now, I helped to record the first 3 episodes, and those things are fire.
Yeah, I know. I'm excited. Yeah, I've been holding them hostage because I'm nervous, but I'm gonna drop them this month. So y'all stay tuned. I'm so excited. But I mean, nothing's changed. Life's been lifing. You know, trying to get
that long sigh. What was up with that long sigh?
Y'all put the pieces together.
She's a single mom in 2025. It's rough.
And it's real out here, okay? I am just trying to stay afloat, you know, and not wear my life struggles on my face.
Okay. I can't wait to hear it. I'm looking forward to it. You got a game plan though, right?
I do. The goal is the second week in March, so we shall see.
I'll try to make that happen for you and up you. Good. Yes. I'm proud of you. Good. Let's make this happen.
Appreciate it.
So lame.
Shut your asses up. Natalie, what you been up to since we missed the last 2 recordings. You know whose fault that was, right?
What happened?
Ask Natalie. She was the one that missed it. I don't know.
I have a life.
Her therapist said she needs to do recordings and she'd be missing. I'm telling her, just do a recording, Natalie. Okay, I'm tired. And then she'll try to do 11:30 at night. Okay, Ian, let's go now.
Hey, I was trying to get it done when I could squeeze it in.
I'm dead asleep, and she wants to do a podcast.
At 11:30?
That's why Ian's name is Old Man E. He trying to go to everything. He tired at like 10 o'clock, 9:30.
What time did I get home last night?
9:30. I'm tired. Oh, yeah, last time I'm about to call the police. Homeboy rolled up in here at 2 a.m. He said, hey, I'm going out from 4 to 7. I'm like, I'm looking at my watch. I'm like, it's 11.
You was about to put on the ATV.
I was like, man, I'm about to go to my bed. Right when I'm about to go to bed, his ass rolled up in here.
Here's the crazy part. She didn't text me one time.
What am I going to text you for? I'm just looking at the watch. Like, Homeboy don't live nowhere.
Auntie said she
I
was
should
about
lo-
to put out an
Hey,
APB.
Nah, she told my mom lock the door, can't get in. She did that to my dad when he was younger. She locked his ass out, couldn't get in the house.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I came home late, man.
2 a.m. He didn't even text me once. Hey,
Nope.
I'm gonna be out late.
I didn't. I'm embarrassed. I should have
I
texted
was
you
like,
and told you I was going to be late.
shoot,
I didn't expect to be out that
Not
late.
Ian
man.
staying out till 2 a.m.
He said I'm be out from 4 to 7.
I did. I even showed
4
the text.
to
I did.
7.
I did tell her 4 to
That's
7.
an extra 7 hours in.
It was.
The only
It
reason
wasn't
I was
even
like I
close.
wasn't worried because he did send me one text about a charge on the credit card because the text must have came through and he's like, "Did you make this charge?" I said yes. Okay, so I knew he was
yeah.
alive because if I hadn't heard from him like at least that one time, I would have been like, "Is he alive? Like,
Man,
is he in a
whatever.
ditch somewhere?"
Whatever.
This is not the usual.
See,
Hey.
and this goes
Hey.
right into the topic of why you should not get married.
That was pretty good
Yeah,
transition. You're good, man. You're good at this.
That's right. Why should that? I don't believe people should get married. Well, I think you should get married only if you really truly understand or know why.
Natalie and I talk about this a lot.
But I want to know why, coming from someone who
Who's been married
y'all
a
have
long
been
time?
married forever.
No,
Yes.
man, that shit ain't good, man.
So please help me understand.
Go
we have
first,
been
Natalie.
married. Okay, we'll give a little background. Ian and I have been married for 21 years. We dated for about 2. Well, no, we dated on and
Yeah,
off.
yeah.
But we dated 2 years consistently before we decided to get married because I was like, if we can't stay together, because we break up like every summer. In college, we'd break up.
Her fault.
Whatever. You was acting
Hear
stank.
that?
I got tired of your
hear-
acting
You
stank.
hear this?
So we would break up every summer. So I'm like, okay, we got to date consistently. But even then, okay, when we got married, I did not really want to get
You
married.
hear this?
I've never been the girl who wants to
You
be
hear this?
married and have like the whole Cinderella life and this man taking care of me. That's never been never been in my thought process. I thought I'd get married at like 30. Maybe if I got married, I'd be like 30 something years old. But I was with Ian. We were about 26 or
Yeah,
so.
yep.
And Ian's like, I'm getting married. And I said, well, I don't want to get married.
don't
He
know
goes,
why I did that
and he
shit.
says, I'm going to get married with or without you. And then I said, well, I'm not, I guess, then I was like, well, since I'm not seeing anybody, this is why, this is part of why I'm going to talk about this whole marriage thing. So then I was like, well, my logic to myself at 26 years old, which 26, you don't know shit at 26 years old.
Yeah, that's true.
And
That's true.
so I'm there like, well, if I'm not with anybody else and he wants to get married and I don't want him to leave, okay, I'll just get married. That was really my, honest to God, that's what my thought process was.
And you know what? If you think like that, you should not get married.
Right, because that's but it goes, to me, it boils down to why you want to be
Correct.
married.
Correct.
Right?
You shouldn't force yourself into something that you really don't want to do.
Because
that's
people
what it comes
think,
down to.
people think marriage is this, most people, if you ask them why they get married, they don't really have no good answer. But people get married. Ask Ian, why did Ian get married? Because I thought that's what I was supposed to do.
Yeah.
And then now he's like, I was so stupid because at 20 something years old,
What was I thinking?
he
Worst
just
thing
thought
ever.
that's what he's supposed to do. Right. And so he's like, that's why I'm going to get married whether with or without you, because he thought that's what he was supposed to do at that age.
Artisha.
He went
But
to
y'all
school.
made it work for so long, though.
No, man,
so,
but
like,
it wasn't
But
worth
why
it.
the torture?
It wasn't worth it.
Why the torture?
It wasn't worth it.
so wait, okay,
It wasn't
because
worth
I'm
it.
genuinely confused.
No, there's nothing to be confused about.
So I mean,
am.
Ian and I were always happily together until we had our first child.
Okay.
We got along very well until we had our first child. Ian wasn't ready to grow up. I already was ready to grow up because I had a kid. Like for a woman, you got that time to figure shit out because you got 9 months of
Correct.
this baby growing in your stomach, right?
Absolutely.
And our minds mentally were different from
Change,
men, right?
yes.
So not all men, but the majority of men, it's a bit of a transition when a woman has the baby, right?
Facts.
So for him, he was living in Ianville and I was living in Momville. Like I'm here and he's over in Inland, La La Land, doing what he wanted to do. So that's when we began to have problems in our marriage, right? It's because we had children and we had kids, like I think within 2 years, he just popped up. He wasn't planning or nothing like that. He just,
it was her damn fault. Hang on those different women. Sex without condoms, that works well.
well, it does when you're not around other women.
Oh, Ian, I
Hey,
forgot.
I had done it for years with no problem.
We did it for years and it
until
worked
I
just
had
fine.
until I went to work with a bunch of women and then my cycle changed and then I got pregnant.
Oh, Ian, I'm pregnant. What the fuck? What?
I had not because I used to track my cycle. That's how I
Yeah.
did it, and it was fine until there
Yeah.
was women. I had to work with a bunch
It changes,
of women.
yeah.
Yes, and that just messed
That means she has a
everything up.
week period. That's what that is. Week
Yes,
cycle,
if
man.
that's the case,
You have a week-
everybody do because it does. When you're around people, it's
You have a
so-
strong cycle, man. Natalie
that's so
always
weird
changes
how the
around other
body
women,
works.
man.
That is so crazy.
So yeah. So but yeah. So go
But
ahead.
it's
Artisha.
crazy to me though when you talk about it in that sense, because for me being a single mom, like you saying it changed for y'all when you had your first kid. For me being a single mom, it really makes me want to get married even more. Like, and I don't, because so in my mindset, I'm thinking like doing this whole parenthood life thing with a partner. And granted, I will say though, like in my mind, and I always refer to like, you know, me having a partner as my life partner. Never like, oh, my husband. It's always my life partner. If it's in the cards for me to have a husband, absolutely, I do want a husband, because in my mind, I do see myself having the whole wedding and this and the third. But I do go back and forth. Oh, do I want a big wedding? Do I just want a courthouse thing? But at the same time, the root cause of it is really wanting to do life with somebody and sharing the responsibility with somebody, going through it being on solely me these last 4 years.
Okay, and why do you need a certificate to do that?
Yeah, why do you have to go to the tax office
Why do you need a certificate to do that?
apply for a license?
So I'm not necessarily.
Why are you hesitating?
Because I'm trying to think. I don't.
We go. So this is what I'm breaking down. I'm breaking it
but
down
this
with
is what I'm
the marriage
saying.
thing.
But this is what I'm saying though. Okay, so if I say, yeah, I want my life partner, but then I'm not necessarily saying, oh, I need a certificate. I'm saying like I've always wanted to do the wedding thing. Like, yeah, you could get married and not people do it all the time. Get married and not be legally married. You don't need the paper, but it's the fact of you doing the whole, you know, the dress, the people.
That's the whole point. What does that
But
mean?
why? Why do you need that?
What does that mean?
Because some people just desire it.
But why?
Yeah.
See, this is what I'm breaking.
There's
This
a
is the thing.
process
We-
behind
But why not?
We
Why
go
not?
we go through life and we do all these things, but no one really thinks about why. It's just like with my last name. I did not change my last name. Everyone's like, oh my God, Natalie, how can you try? You know, all the guys, Natalie, why didn't you not change your? Oh, I would never marry a woman that wouldn't change her last name. Okay, that's why we ain't married. I'm married to Ian. He don't mind, right? And Ian initially, when I said I didn't want to change my last name, was like, why you don't want to do that? And I said, why should I? I was born with this name. Do you know how much paperwork I have to go through to change my name?
Yeah.
I'm like, do you know what is in it? Like, men want you to do all this shit, and they don't think about what you have to do it. They just want you to do it because. And every guy I've ever asked why, all they ever say is, because that's the way it's always been. That's bullshit to me. I don't care about if that's
I
the
gotta
way it's
put
always
E on
been.
this episode for explicit because Natalie's going
If
off
that's
today.
that's the way it's always been. I don't. So I'm supposed to always not be who I am because you say that's the way it's like. That's no real why.
Artisha, would you change your last name if you got married to the husband's name?
Yeah, I'm sure I would. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, but I mean,
think
to me,
I would.
like in this day and age, what much paperwork you got to do? Like, it's,
And not gonna lie, like that just being on the outside of that, like when I'm assisting some of my customers and stuff, they coming in there stressed out. Oh my God, I need to do a name change.
Not me.
I need to do this. I need to do. And I'm just like, oh my God.
yeah, because you're the man,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
It's
so
always
you don't have
about
to
what
do
life is always.
anything.
They're right. They want you to do things, but they don't realize what it takes. I mean, I hate digress for just a moment, right? I'm gonna
Yeah.
digress.
Here we go.
It's just like all the women maintenance.
Yes.
A lot of it women do. Some of it they do for themselves, but a lot of it is for men,
Yeah.
for their man in their life.
Yeah.
Now, what he go to do? He go get a haircut.
That's it.
Right. So, but women gotta go get waxed.
Yeah.
Gotta go get the nails done, toes done, hair.
Yeah. The whole facial,
right.
full
It's-
body. Yeah.
It's a
Men
whole,
shave their balls and stuff. I mean, that's something
okay,
they
you get a
groom.
little trimmer and
But
you
they
do it for
don't
like
have
you
to.
don't, and you don't have to go pay nobody to do it, right?
Yeah.
Right. So
Yeah.
it's always like we gotta go do all this stuff.
Yeah.
And so that's why I'm like, I'm not doing
For
it.
upkeep,
Right. And then no one can ever tell me a good reason why. So not that people should not get married, but personally, I don't see, I guess, the value in quote unquote being married. Going to get this paper, which is just a contract, right? It's a contract.
It's an asset contract.
It's a contract.
So say for instance though, if you build this life with somebody
It's an
and
asset.
something happens to one of y'all,
assets.
and because you don't have
Exactly.
this paper
Exactly.
in place,
You don't need that paper though.
then you messed up.
Nope.
So
Nope.
I've literally seen it firsthand.
Yes, I mean, that's part of it.
Man and woman together 20-something years. He passed away, and now his family swarming in like vultures,
Right.
thinking that she don't get nothing because they were not legally married. So
Correct.
Right, but that's another thing, right? So that's different to say. See, people always act like, "Oh, well, I'm getting married for love. I'm in love," right? But really, this marriage thing is a contract. You're
business.
doing
It's a
it to
contract.
protect
It's
what
assets.
you have, your assets, your life with this person.
It's asset protection.
But you can do other things to do that as well. You can put other things in place to do that. But that's what I'm saying. So why get married?
You can do that without a marriage. That's what we're trying to say. You don't need a marriage to control your assets. You can sign documents.
People want to go through all these things. You want to have this big wedding. You want to have the dress. But why? Right? And most people don't know why. It's just like okay. Hope she don't get mad at me. But one of my other nieces, there's many of y'all, so nobody knows who, right? I got a married niece.
I know who you are.
I warned this niece. You too young. Like I said, you don't even know yourself. Don't get married yet. I'm not saying people should never get married. My real thing is know really why you want to be married. Really know your why. Understand yourself and what it is that you really think you're going to get out of this relationship. Most people don't. So right, we have a niece. She ran and got married. Right? She ran and had a kid, and I'm like, don't have a kid too soon. You got to wait to have a kid. Get to know yourself, know your spouse. Don't run and have a kid. They ran and have a kid. And then now it's like, oh, man, this is a lot of stuff. Yeah. Because it is. And that's why I try to warn y'all, like, don't be rushing into this. Because if you don't really know your why, it can be super overwhelming, right?
Yeah,
a real why. Not, oh, I pictured myself in this dress walking down the aisle. Like, really know why do you need to bond with this person in this way in your life? What are they going to give to you that you need? Why you need to marry this person? Not, well, he wants to get married, so I guess I don't want him to go, so I'm going to go ahead. Like, that's my dumb reason, right?
Yeah.
Like, I never thought about why I really needed to be married or why to get married, because it's just like in business, right? The one thing they teach in business, everything I learned from being in business, they all talk about your why. If you know why you're doing something, it keeps you, and a big enough why, it keeps you going, right? And so the whole thing with marriage is really just commitment. It's just, and even you don't need the title of marriage to have commitment. And so that's why I'm impartial to marriage either way.
So y'all think it's a choice, like when it comes to
Yep. Ask me now.
Yeah, because it's just,
I would
because you
have
know
never
what?
done it.
Every day we have to commit to each other. There are people who are unhappily married, but they're committed to that marriage, right? And they're unhappy. Now, thank God we're not unhappy in our marriage.
Listen to what you just said. They're committed to the marriage.
Yeah.
But not.
I know, because I seen this thing on social media the other day, and it said marriages aren't lasting nowadays because everybody wants the wedding, but nobody wants the actual marriage.
They're going through the process.
They don't know the why. They just want it. They want the beautiful dress. They're in love. Love shmuv. Love ain't shit when it comes to marriage.
Me and Natalie
Love
agree.
is the least of your things when it comes to marriage.
When it comes to marriage, it's not. Love is part of it, but there's so much more to marriage than love. Yes, love is in the marriage, but there's way more involved than just love.
So looking back,
don't get married for love.
Y'all are, like you said, 21 years in. Knowing what y'all know now, would y'all, if y'all could rewind, would y'all still get married? Would you get married at all, or would you just wait to get married?
Oh, I'd wait.
We both said we would wait to get married.
I would wait much later.
Yeah.
So you
Much
wouldn't rule
later.
it out completely. You would
No,
just
I
wait.
mean, I would.
I'm impartial. I'd have to really think about my why I'd want to marry a person at this point.
With the way
if
I
knew
think
what know
now, I would wait a while. A while before
But I told
even.
Ian, if we break up, I don't want
Me
nobody else.
too.
Hell
We
no.
already said.
I am not
Listen,
dealing with that. I'd rather be by
everybody
myself.
out there listening. If I divorce
myself.
Natalie Martin, I am not marrying nobody.
No.
Nobody. I'm being single until I die.
Yeah, I don't think I would.
I'm not marrying anybody.
I don't see the need.
I don't
want to
get remarried anymore. It's too hard. It's too hard to start over again with somebody else new. It's just too difficult.
I just need like a side piece, and that's it.
Me too.
Somebody I can call when I want to. If I want to go, someone to go out with me, I can call, and somebody if I need something else, I can call.
Terrible.
But I don't want
Also.
anything else. It's like no.
She won't say it, but I say it.
Oh my God.
But that's the thing.
Did you ever think Natalie would think like that, Artisha? Did you ever think Natalie would tell you this about marriage? Knowing how long you've known her, did you think she'd ever tell you this about?
This is crazy though, but it's so interesting to just hear it coming from, the two of y'all, given that you have been married for 21 years, like how is somebody that's married for 21 years
Because this shit's
saying
hard.
don't get married?
Artisha,
It's hard.
Artisha, I guarantee you, ask more couples that have been married 20 years or more, they'll probably say the same thing.
But it's hard. But that's the thing. That's part of knowing the why. Like if you really know why you're married and why I think it would be easier. Like I think if you go into it with the right circumstances, it'll be easier because then you and the other person are both clear on what you want and why and what you're willing to put in. Mm-hmm. But a lot of times, when you just go decide like a little niecey, love your niecey, but decide that you just gonna go get married because you think that's what you're supposed to do because people in your church telling you that's what you're supposed to do, right?
Why?
Like that. How's that gonna work? That's not for you. That's what you doing what other people telling you to do.
I hope she don't get mad.
And when you're young, I got like 15, 16, 17 nieces.
This niece is...
The world had no idea who I'm talking about. Now, she would know who I'm talking about, but nobody else going to know who I got a lot of them.
Did she text you yet?
I got a lot of nieces, right? I got a lot of nieces. So nobody in the world was going to know which niece this is. I ain't calling nobody names.
Let's go.
Right?
Facts.
So,
yeah.
Right. So that's kind of where I'm coming from with the whole.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, it's crazy because, and then too, I don't know. Like,
so what would be your why? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Y'all heard that? Let's talk about
Damn.
What would be your why?
Y'all heard that?
Let's talk about it.
I think I kind of said it, like wanting to like have that person to do life with, to like share life's responsibilities with. Like I don't want to have to be Superwoman forever. Like I want to be able to take the cape off and just relax a little bit and know that somebody else who has the same mindset or same responsibility or feel as though wants to have that responsibility with me, like can take over if I'm like, okay, mother need a rest day, or I need to fall back. Like I'm not trying to be Wonder Woman 365. Like I don't want that.
Okay, so you want a life partner. You want a partner in life.
And that's what's yes.
So do you
I
need marriage to have a partner in life?
It's what I want. So I think I do. Like
after what we just said.
Yes.
After what we just told you, Artisha.
I think I want the marriage.
You think.
And I'm saying I think because in my mind I still have time to figure that out if it's really what I want. I don't have a man right now. And I'm not saying I'm going to find one and get married in 6 months either. So technically I still have time to, figure that out and, decide that. But in my mind right now, yes, I do. I want to be married.
That's good. That's good. That's what you want. And that's what you feel like you're clear in that. And that's just, I would just say to keep asking yourself the whys.
Most dudes are bums anyway.
And when you start to find the guy, look at,
don't settle.
Don't look at what he says he's going to do, but what he actually does.
Yes, don't settle. Don't. Artisha, look at my face.
Are they really committed by their actions,
Don't
not
settle.
by committed because I'm committed to you.
Hey, she's right. Actions.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I learned that the hard way.
Shut your ass up. Actions. Actions. We don't need to get into
We talked about that the other day.
We don't need to go
Not
into
on the
extra
podcast,
details
but I talked to
about
my
what
son
I did
about it.
or didn't do. Damn it,
My
man.
son about it.
Jeez, man. No one's perfect. All right, we're 21 years in.
No,
and I've learned
but
my
that's
lesson.
the thing is that. But the thing is, we've grown through commitment. We've
it's hard, man.
We've maintained commitment to one another.
It's hard, man.
Even
That's a
when
long time, bro.
things are bad
Artisha,
and things are good.
This
we're
is the
staying
most
committed.
difficult thing I've ever done in my entire life, being married.
That's a long time.
No, not
Because
just
there are
being
days
married.
that I don't like him.
Staying married is the most difficult thing I've ever done.
Yeah, but you
It
gotta
is
stay.
difficult,
You gotta
man.
stay committed. Like that's the whole point.
Sometimes I
that's
just
my
want to
point.
leave.
Me too.
That's a long time.
I just want to leave. I'm like, leave her sorry
I'll be
ass
ready to
behind.
leave. But me too.
Made me so mad.
But the thing is, we both both have been committed. We've been committed to being happy, like doing the things it takes to be happy in a relationship, making the changes each of us have to make personally to be happy in a relationship. We've been committed even when I don't like him, I still hug him and stuff or kiss him, but I'm like, oh God. I don't want to do this, but I know it's what's best, right? It's what's best for the relationship because I'm committed to it. So then, because those feelings will come and go. That's the thing with relationships. People feel like, oh, because I'm in love, you're not always going to be in love. Mm-hmm. You can be with somebody and not love them sometimes. But the difference is whether or not you put the effort to come back to that love, to work your way back to it by putting forth the actions, even when you don't feel like it, to grow back because it can grow back.
Sheesh.
Yeah, because Ian, we both didn't like each other at one point when we split up years ago.
Man,
we didn't like each other.
I wanted to leave. I was like,
you did leave. You was gone for 2 weeks.
I can't stand her. I was like,
left.
I had all these thoughts.
He left the guy him went to his friend's house, his bachelor friend, and moved in with him.
Yeah, I was thinking about how to divorce, how to leave. I had pictures in my mind, like another life. I had everything planned.
So what made you come back?
He wussed out.
I did not wuss out.
Well,
why is everybody laughing at Ian? What the heck, man?
You were the one making the choice.
What made you came back? What made you come back?
Well, I actually started. What happens is you can't always think with your emotions.
Correct.
When you're going through these fights, because if you emotionally think, you'll just leave and do crazy stuff.
Absolutely.
So I said, okay, what do I really want out of this relationship? Like, what do I like? I had to go dig deep, like, to really figure out what I wanted. And I came to the conclusion that I don't want to quit on something that I think could really work, because I know I'm just mad right now and I'm mad at the situation. And that's when I was going through all my anger and all those things. And I said, I really love her and I do want to try. So I wanted to try. I didn't want to give up like my dad did to my mom.
Okay.
Because I'd be repeating the same pattern he did. So I was like, okay, this is exactly why he left. I actually thought about this.
Yeah, and we had 2 kids too.
Yeah, so my dad did the exact same thing to my mom and just left her. So I was like, okay, I'm going to repeat the same pattern he did.
Yeah.
How can I avoid repeating what he did with my marriage? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
'Cause it's a pattern in families. If you don't recognize it, you repeat the exact same thing.
And you're right. And I feel like too that a part of that is what makes me want the whole marriage thing, because my mom, like, I literally watched my mom settle her entire life, and my daddy was a hoe. So it was just like, just like watching, just like watching both of them, like on each separate sides of the spectrum, but at the same time, like not, having that one person that, they're doing life with. I'm just like, I don't want that. Like, I don't. Yeah. And then too, not only that too, I feel like what plays a role in it. Granted, I could get that same thing from a life partner, but at the same time, I feel like wanting to, like, having a daughter now, I look at it differently too. Like, I want, I
set an example for her.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I feel,
I can see that.
Me personally, I know a lot of people are gonna disagree, but I feel like for every woman out there, it's a man, and vice versa. Like, there's a person out there for everybody.
I think so.
So I feel like I want that.
That's good. And nothing's wrong with that. There's no right or wrong, right?
Yeah.
It's more so about really thinking about your situation and what you want for yourself. Like, that's what, to me, what it boils down to. I just say, don't get married. I just say that as a blanket statement, but it's more so I say that to say, it's more so I say that to say, to really look at your situation and your whys and really know why and what you think you're going to get out of it. And is that other person actually ready for that, right? Just because you want something, are they able to give that to you? Have you, to really think about that? And a lot of times we don't, right? Because, I was talking to somebody and they were like, well, I thought their person was this, like, they were stable, they were this, they were that. But then when they got married, it wasn't what that was. Like, that's what they thought the person was, but it wasn't the reality, because, they rushed and did things a little too quick. And then you don't, now you're trying to work it out. Because once you're in it, and now you're married, it's much harder to cut ties.
That's true.
Right?
Yeah.
It's harder to cut ties when a situation it doesn't serve you.
Yeah.
But so by knowing truly why and evaluating the situation before you get married, then you can make a better decision and you have a better chance of your relationship being successful,
I give her on that. Yeah, I agree with that. It's hard, man. Artisha, marriage. Listen, man, if I were to do this again, I probably would wait a long time, because I didn't know myself. I can admit that now. I was very young, even though I was 27.
Yeah, I think we were 26 or 27 when
but
we got married.
At 26, 27, you still don't know who you are.
No,
you think
real.
you do, but I mean,
I'm
I was
30
out of
and I'm still a shit show.
See, I was out of college, and I thought once you got out of college, you get married. That's automatically what I thought. Once you got out of college, you get your first job, and then you get married. It's all like this pattern.
Hey, but he ain't follow one rule though.
What was the one rule?
Right. When you get married, you have to spend, 6 months on your engagement ring? No, he ain't follow that.
I didn't do that shit.
He ain't follow that rule.
You guys are laughing too hard, man. Damn, man.
Yeah, you had one
He
job.
followed all the rules but the big one,
But
right?
that one.
The big one.
That means you love me, because you have to look at the size of that ring.
Let me get my magnifying glass out so I can remember.
Damn.
I'm just playing. I'm fine with my ring. I'm not. I didn't want anything.
She made me.
That's
pay
your
money.
original one, Auntie?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, see.
Oh shit.
Right. Okay.
Oh shit.
We're gonna bust the files for a second.
So
We're gonna bust the files. So when we got it, Ian is I'll be nice about it.
ultra
frugal.
cheap. Just call me cheap. I don't care.
Ian is very
I am.
frugal.
Not now, but I was very, very cheap.
Very frugal
in the
back
beginnings
then
of my life.
because
I
he
was-
grew up with not
I
having
grew
a
up-
lot of money.
I grew up very poor.
Yeah, he grew up very poor. So I was like, oh my gosh, this man wants to be with me.
Listen to this.
And he's never really spent any money. Like I don't need him to spend money on me. I really don't. And I never required him. But I had to think about this. Am I going to be with a person the rest of my life who's afraid to spend money on me?
Yeah.
Right. And I don't, all I really wanted for my ring was like a band, like a diamond band. I didn't need anything big rock. I really didn't.
Yeah.
But I had to be like, you know what? You cannot get me a cheap ring. Now, I didn't expect the 6 months,
Yeah.
in income thing. 'Cause that's crazy to me on a ring. Like that's just crazy.
Yeah.
But I said you got to spend a little bit of money, at least $1,000. Back then this was 20 years ago. I said
did.
at least $1,200.
Her ring cost like $1,800.
And his ring was almost the same as cost as mine. But anyway,
Ask her what happened to my ring.
I lost it.
Oh, dang. I was just trying to say.
That's why I don't wear a wedding ring.
We were splitting up.
We're in a
we were
fight or
moving.
something.
We were moving, and he took it off. He put it down. I threw it somewhere. I don't know what happened to
my
it.
now
God.
Artesia.
It disappeared.
If I would have lost my ring, I would have never heard the end of it. But as
I
long
took
as
it up and threw it. So I don't know what happened to
But
the
as
ring.
long as she lost the ring, then it's that's why I don't have a wedding ring. Is because she lost it.
Oh my God.
That's why that's the reason I don't wear one. Is because she lost it.
I cannot
And
with y'all.
I might replace it. I like my hand without it. I don't need it anyway. So with my luck, I'll find it when we're moving some stuff or something.
I
I'm
don't know.
screaming.
I don't know if they're going to ever be found. I've looked everywhere for it.
I don't know where
is
the hell that thing
crazy.
is, man. Damn.
Yeah, so that's why I did ask him to get me a decent priced ring. Otherwise,
Yeah.
I don't really care about that
Yeah.
stuff because I ain't want to get stuck with El Cheapo.
I'm not cheap now. I'm not cheap now, but I
You
was.
learned in.
Well, the thing is, I realize in life you have to kind of. I was fearful of not having money, so that's how I grew up in my household. I was just both my parents didn't have no. I was poor and broke, man. So when I came into some money, I didn't want to lose it. So it
You
was.
just held on to it.
Well, it's a tough habit to break too because you don't want to spend it, but then you realize you do have to start spending money
Yeah.
and spending money as you get older and accumulate some wealth. You just got to spend money to have a decent life. So now we spend too much money and we're in debt.
Man.
I went to the top and then went the other side.
We're working on it. We're working on it.
We're good though. We're a lot better place now than we were years ago. So
Yeah, so I do think though, people, if y'all out there, you want to get married, but just think about it before you do it, your why and what that person can bring to the table for you. And make sure you evaluate and know your whys before you go run and get married. And don't let anybody pressure you because you're getting too old or because, you got to have this big wedding and then you get into debt before you even married. And it's a whole thing.
yeah,
it's a whole thing.
Don't take out a loan. See, that's what I said. Don't take out a loan to get married.
To
See,
get married,
and this
yeah.
is the thing, right? Okay, so
It's a scam.
These are the reasons
Scam.
why I look at marriage the way I do. So I had a friend. He was a nice guy in college.
I know this.
And he got engaged, and our engagement was really bad. Ian did not put forth effort in our engagement, so don't even gonna go about that.
Damn, man.
He did not put the effort into the engagement, but I had
Why are you laughing,
that's why I
didn't.
had to reevaluate what's important, right? This is why I had to start thinking about marriage and what's important in a certain way. So I had a friend. He got married. He got engaged, and he did the whole rose petals to the bed, and I mean, he did this whole lavish engagement with this woman. And he got divorced, right? And so I'm like, well, I did get a crappy engagement, but I'm still married, right? I'm still married. I have a husband who's very committed to me. As far as I know, he don't be out there on the streets and doing things. He's very honest and sensible about himself for the most part thus far in his life.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, but in my head for years, I was really mad about this engagement. Like, I can't watch Everybody Loves Raymond because it was part of the engagement thing. I don't even watch the show. It was on the TV at the time. I can't even watch the
I
show.
did it in the apartment.
Every time the show come out, I'm like, oh,
on my
hell, I'm
knees.
back.
Will you marry me? Everybody loves Raymond.
hey,
She goes,
he-
is this Negro for real?
I ran away and I ran to the room crying and I called my friend and I told her, I called my friend like, I can't believe he did this. But But that's all
So you
because
did say yes right at the moment?
No, she didn't.
I left
she
the
ran
room.
away.
I ran away.
And I was like, damn.
I left, went to the closet to call my friend.
I should have known this was a sign back then. Like, I shouldn't have
But
done
the thing
this.
was, see, but this is all this is all the stuff, right? Like this is what we're fed all these things. We're fed, right? I'm thinking of this proposal, but I had warned him ahead of time to talk to my friends.
Yeah.
Because I knew he doesn't. I know that's not his thing. I said, talk to my friends. Let them help you to set up something for me.
Yeah.
I told him this. I said, if that's what you want to do, fine. But you go ask them, right?
Yeah.
I didn't expect
He
this on the
decided not to
episode
ask
today.
them. He didn't ask them. He did his own thing. He went rogue. And then I was sitting there like, so even though we still end up getting married, in my head I was like, like that proposal was horrible. But like I said, friends I know who had these grand gesture proposals, they're no longer married. But I'm still married, and we're happily married for the most part. And so I had to reassess what my thoughts were and why was I so upset about this proposal? Why did this proposal mean so much to me? Because it's what society tells you. It wasn't because I really needed this proposal, right? And this is all about, the whole marriage. It's all this, we're taught and we're told all these things that are put into our heads of why we need to do these things, but we don't even realize that that's what we're being fed.
Yeah.
Because you're fed every day, right? And the problem is you're fed by what you're surrounded by, and you don't even know the limitations of what you're surrounded by. You don't even know it until you expand beyond it. Then you're like, oh, then you can look back, right? So that's why my thing is, now that I have reached a different, I don't know if it's a different level, but a different way of understanding life and how I see things. That's why I share with people like, don't do it.
I tell them the same thing. If you're young, don't do it, man.
Yeah, if you're young, like don't. Because I met another person the other day, and Ian is somebody. When we met them as younger people, we told them, we were laughing at the time, but we're like, don't get married.
Oh man, they were young.
And
young.
now that not every, I have another girl who got married at like 20, and she's still married.
Yeah,
but another person, but they also they're getting divorced. And I was like, oh man, but so I just like every time I hear about the stories, it's like, see, it's really
tough.
So I don't know.
Yeah, me and Natalie are on the same page though. When we hear about it, we're like, nope, don't do it. Don't play.
That's crazy.
Don't play that game, man. Don't play that marriage game, man.
That's crazy. Coming from two people married 21 years.
Well, I'm telling you, if you ask most married couples, they'll probably say the same thing as us. I'm telling you.
It's
not just us that believes
Not
that.
all of them,
so
but
what, people just supposed to be out here single forever?
No, it's not.
You commit to somebody. You commit in life.
Yeah, you can find people that want to be committed.
But before you do get married, there's nothing wrong with getting married, because like I said, marriage is a legal contract between two people. That is what it is. And if you want to get married, fine, but just really think about why and what that means for you, and know what it means for the other person. Because that other person could be like, it's like Ian and I were at two different levels, right, with this marriage thing. I'm at the level of, well, okay, I guess I'll just go along with this. And Ian's at the level of, this is what I'm supposed to do as a man at this stage in my life. Right. But we never talked about why do we each. We never asked each other why we want. Why do you want it?
We never actually sat down
not
and
like
talked.
at a deeper level. It was more so his why was, well, it's what I need to do right now.
Yeah.
And my why was, well, it's what you want to do.
Yeah.
So, but those aren't real whys.
No, that's not a good reason to get married. That's never ever.
Right. And it's just like with the church. Well, the church is putting pressure on me. I need to get married because I'm getting old, or I'm going to shack up. And oh my God, God forbid I should
listen to church.
Right. That's other people's ideals and values playing into your life. Right. And it's not what you really wanted to do. So that's all my main thing is, by saying don't get married, it's made me like stop, think. That's really why I say it like that. It's more of a stop, think than don't ever do it. Because what's for everybody, everybody has what works for them.
Correct.
Right. So if some people need to get married, get married. Some people don't need to get married, then don't get married. Like I had a friend the other day, he's in his 50s or 40s, and he was going to get married. And then I saw he posted on Facebook that he was no longer getting married because he realized he liked his life the way it was.
Yeah.
And so he changed his mind. Right.
I'm telling you, man.
And that's fine. That's self-reflection. He looked at he evaluated his life and realized maybe this is not the best thing for me. Right.
Yeah.
And so, and instead of living into the pressures of, man, you're 40 something years old and you still ain't got no wife, and you got a good job and you're a good guy. Why don't you marry?
Yeah.
Nope.
But it's because that's not what's for him.
It's crazy because that's kind of how it is too when it comes to like having kids. Like I think back to like when, in society, a woman is like expected to have kids. But now having a kid, I literally tell every woman, I ask people first, I'm like, you want to have kids? I'm like, no, I'm good, don't do it. If you don't want to have a child, Don't have a child because society say you're supposed to have them,
See?
or your parents is like, oh yeah, I need some grandkids or
Exactly.
something like that. Because baby, it's a whole nother ball game. And if you are not like mentally in it, even though some days mentally you still gonna be challenged,
Right.
but if you're not like, oh, it's not something that you want, don't let nobody pressure you to be out there like, oh yeah, you're gonna have babies. It's
Exactly.
real.
But see, it's the same
real.
thing, right?
Yeah,
so
it
you
is.
say marriage,
Yeah.
and you say kids. I say marriage.
Yeah.
A
But
whole
it's
nother
the same.
episode.
It's the same
Crazy.
thing.
Yeah,
It's the
for
same
real.
thing. But thank you, Artisha, for being on the show today.
Thank y'all for having me. I greatly appreciate it.
I like our co-host.
When
here.
I
This
be
is
when
nice.
I be getting these text messages, these calls, y'all, you want to do a podcast? I'm like, okay, they put me on the show. Yeah, I appreciate y'all for having me.
Yeah,
for
so
real.
definitely, if you want to get married, you go ahead and get married and find your joy and what fulfills your
I'll
life.
cheer for you when I'm on the front row. I'll be
I
like, thumbs
greatly
up.
appreciate it.
Psych.
if and when the time ever
Visualize that man. Visualize what he need to do, what he need to be, and how y'all gonna live your life.
comes. Yeah. So,
Join us on the streaming platform,
man,
everybody.
if you listening,
Spreaker. What do you say?
You ain't gotta list them all. People know where to go.
I said, so man, if you listening. I am taking applications. Okay.
Oh my gosh. All right, everybody, join us
Yes,
on.
if you about that life, about that commitment, that marriage, that walking her down the aisle or meeting her at the aisle kind of thing.
Maybe we should do a podcast about
at
meeting
me.
or having Artisha meet a guy or something, like a dating app
That
or
could be
something.
on her. Let's talk about it. You
Yeah,
can get on here, let's
yeah.
talk
Yes.
about it.
that'd be pretty
Oh,
neat.
y'all, before we get out of here,
Yeah.
don't forget, let's talk about it. It's coming soon.
That's right.
Y'all stay tuned. It is coming sometime this month.
Month of March.
Month of March.
2025.
Yes, 2025. Absolutely. Y'all stay tuned. Be ready to like, share, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Yeah.
I love
All
the
right,
family
everybody,
mess.
take care. See y'all soon.
Oh,
Mess, family mess.
Free audio post-production by alphonic.com.